Hi folks, Jesse Ivy back with you again today. And today we're going to talk about if you should buy land in 2023. Hey, look at that. Not too bad, huh? So that's the question here. Should you buy land in 2023? Well, honestly, myself, I believe that land goes up in value. So if land goes up in value, even in this time in 2023 when inflation is really high, and it's just going to continue probably to rise a little bit. It may go down a little bit, it may go back up again. Interest rates, though, on loans are going to continue to go like this. I mean, right now they're at about 7%. I anticipate they're going to go higher, even if the Fed just raises the interest rate just a little bit. So land is a great hedge against inflation because you can move some of your cash into land and not even have to worry about it depreciating, because technically real estate tends to appreciate in value every year. So even if it's just a little bit. So that's one reason why I would still say 2023 is a great year to buy land. Okay, now let's talk about prices of land. Right now, prices are really high. If you look to buy a house, prices are still way high. I anticipate going into the last half of 2023, I think you're going to begin to see the real estate market come into play where some of the housing prices are going to go down. I believe some of the land prices also are going to go down. So with that in mind, it will be a great time for you to buy land towards the second half of the year. And the reason I believe that is because a lot of people, bought at the top of the market. And unfortunately, some of these people, as interest rates go up, credit card rates go up, meaning you pay more per month. All your interest on your credit cards, on your auto loans. If you bought a type of loan that has a house, with your house that has an arm on it, which means it can technically go up with the interest rate. It may continue to rise. And what you're going to see is you're going to begin to see people lowering their prices and trying to get out of houses, or getting out of that auto loan or whatever, or just letting them go back to in foreclosure, losing their car or losing their house because they can no longer make the payments because interest rate is too high and they just can't make it, or they have too many credit cards, and that is also what's going on. So I do think the second half of the year, if you're like a cash buyer, what I would advise to do right now is to keep your money on the side and basically look for that great deal the second half of the year, because I do think, especially the last quarter of 2023, I think you're going to see a lot of things going on and a lot of good things if you have cash on the side. And if you don't, you will be able to pick up a lot of deals, houses, cars, things that people want to sell real fast, even pieces of land. And that's the key right there. If you keep an eye out on Land Watch, Lands of America, Craigslist, Facebook, Realtor.com, if you look at any of these places like that, you're going to be able to pick up some land cheaper than you are right now, because I believe the second half of the year, people are going to start unloading their investments because of the fact that the interest rates are so high. I believe the real estate market is just going to begin to tank a little bit because of that reason. This is not a good year to buy a house. I would wait into 24 or even 25 if you're saving money on the side to do that. But as far as buying land, I do still think this is a good year to buy land. You'll begin to even see the first half of this year in 2023 that people are still being able to find some deals on some of these land websites, including ours. If you check us out at ownerfinanceland.com. But you can surely find some deals in the first half of the year But I think you're going to really see it on the second half of the year, because when people are hurting and they're not being able to pay all their bills, they start unloading assets, because that's what they have. And if they have land assets or real estate in any form, that's one way to raise some fast cash. Hey, you know, I got this 10 acres in Wyoming. I'm just going to sell it, you know. I'll try to get what I can for it, because my family really needs the cash, you know. And that's the type of thing that happens sometimes with people, is they have to sell their assets because of the fact things are tough. And right now things are tough. 2023 is going to be a bad year as far as the economy goes. You know, you're not going to want to buy a house because the interest rates are way too high. Credit card interest rates are just going through the roof. So if you have 4, 5, 6 credit cards, man, you probably are hurting, because before you might have only been paying, you know, like $100 a month, but now maybe you're paying $200 a month because of those high interest rates, and the interest rates just keep going up. Same with car payments. Maybe before you had a variable interest rate on your car. Now you're paying maybe $150 more a month on your car payment because it went up. Rent is sky high right now. Same thing. But anyway, it's a good time to buy land. It's a good asset. You know, if you're like going, where should I stash some money? All portfolios should have some land in it, because just like I said before, if things get tough, what can you do? If you need cash, you can always sell the land. So keep that in mind long term. But I really do think 2023, the second half of it, that's when you're going to see the real estate market start tanking. I think you're going to see land prices go like this also. And you'll begin to see people starting to sell their assets. Anyway, this is Jesse. Hoping you've enjoyed this video, and we will be back again very soon with another video for you to watch from the Owner Terms Land Network.